Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan with a Starfield tips video. And hey, if you love Starfield and Bethesda games and you're not subscribed yet to the KingFanMan channel, why not? Bethesda's all I talk about here, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's time for a whole new group of people to play Starfield, and these tips are perfect for new players, but will also help the veterans out there. But since there will be so many new players watching these, I will keep them as spoiler-free as possible. With all that said, let's jump right in. Number one, let's start with making your character. Now, most of this is preference and playstyle, but I do have one tip that will help you, especially early on in the game. It is the trait Kid Stuff. Picking this trait means you have living parents and you have to send them 2% of your credits every game week. But what you get from that trait more than pays for that money. Just make sure you go see them and talk to them often, and you will get free armor, free weapons, free recipe and plans, and even a free ship. In fact, it's the easiest and quickest way to get a ship in the game. Now, don't get too excited. It's not going to be a huge, fierce ship, but even if you just sell it, it's more than worth the 2% that you pay. Plus, I loved all the dialogue and surprises that this trait brings. Enjoy. The next one is a super easy one, but it's one of those things that is super simple, but if you know it, it makes things go far smoother and faster. The first weapon you get in the game is a miner's laser, and you will keep this throughout your whole playthrough and use it a lot. You use it to extract resources from rocks like iron, aluminum, and so many more. You simply fire the laser at the mineral, and it eventually breaks and goes directly into your inventory. Well, if you will hold down the left trigger, it makes a more intense beam and will greatly speed up the extraction process. If you are farming a material, this makes it much easier and faster. In fact, the mineral almost instantly breaks apart. Number 3 is learning what to loot, and more importantly, what not to loot. Starfield is a little bit different from other Bethesda games, especially Fallout, where every item is useful for either components or to sell. You learn pretty quick in Starfield that's not the case. I remember my first playthrough, I got so excited when I saw duct tape, and I picked up every roll that I could find until I got back to base and realized the tape in Starfield is useless. My first dungeon, I wanted to pick up everything, but I also quickly learned that weight management is a huge thing in Starfield, especially early. So what do you want to loot then? Some say turn on your scanner and it will highlight the important stuff, but that's not really true either. The scanner only highlights everything you can pick up, not everything you should pick up. For early on in the game, I recommend focusing on picking up the weapons. This is because they are the best option as far as weight and price are concerned. Spacesuits and armor are very heavy, as are resources, very heavy. Even the decorations and equipment you run into are all too heavy to justify the small price you can sell them for. So as you go through the first few bases and buildings, pick up the more valuable weapons. Check the spacesuits and boost packs to see if they are more powerful than what you are currently wearing. If they are, put them on and drop what you're wearing. This will help you keep the weight down and your profits up. Another quick thing about weight management is food. And again, this goes to your playstyle and how you want to play, but I see food as wasted space and wasted weight, especially for what it does for your health. You're going to have plenty of med packs very quickly in the game to not ever worry about food, in my opinion. Next, let's talk briefly about the scanner. This is going to be your best friend in Starfield. Anytime you're exploring on a planet, keep your scanner open. Not only will it show you resources, fauna, and flora of a planet, but you can also use it to fast travel. Just point your scanner, and if you've already discovered the location, just click and off you go, especially going back to your ship on a planet. For number 5, let's talk about your home base, the Lodge. Inside the Lodge are 2 very important unlimited storage boxes you will want to use pretty much all the way through the game. The first one is in the basement. When you first go into the Lodge, just turn to your right and head down the stairs. You will want to come down here the first time you come to the Lodge because on the walls you will find several weapons and ammo crates, and you need them early. Plus, every workbench that you will ever need throughout the game is down here. Plus, there's extra food items and some resources. But before you can do anything with the workbenches, you will need to do research to be able to open up different mods and recipes. Well, the research station is down here as well. Now, the first unlimited storage box is right here in the middle of the room. This is the best place early to store all of your resources. Notice at the bottom of the screen, it will tell you what button to push to empty all resources in the box. Man, this helps with weight management. The next unlimited storage box is upstairs in your room. Just get Noelle to show you around and she'll show you your room. And in this box, you can store any weapons, armor, or extra things that you want to keep and you don't want to sell. Again, weight management so important early in the game. For number 6, it's another one of those things the game doesn't tell you, but it's a huge boost once you learn it. Everywhere you go, watch out for these posters. They give you stat boosts for all kinds of things. You will find them in every base, or what we Bethesda fans call dungeons, but you'll also find them in other places like the Lodge. But be careful, because the game don't highlight them at all. You just have to keep a close eye open all the time. You will find them tucked away in lockers and in all sorts of places, but you definitely want to find all you can, especially early, to help your character stats. Next is another simple one, but easy to miss. Every city and port you go to in the game will normally have 2 things out front. A guy who will sell you ships and ship parts, and a trade authority kiosk. They are bright yellow, so once you know what you're looking for, they are hard to miss. If you're like me, you will always have many things to sell, and normal settings, the vendors in Starfield don't have much money. So you will need to take advantage of every opportunity to get rid of all the loot that you've collected. Again, weight management, and of course, grow your wallet. While we are on this subject, there is another opportunity to trade that many people miss outright. When you come into orbit of a planet with a large city, there are normally a number of other ships flying around in orbit too. You can actually request to trade with any of these ships, and their money is not connected to the vendors in the town. So it's just another opportunity to get rid of loot and make some credits. And sometimes they might have something to buy that you really need. Speaking of selling loot, the next tip is about the most important vendor and port in the game. Every major city will scan your ship before they let you land to make sure you're not carrying any stolen or contraband. And as you probably guessed, contraband is worth a lot of credits in Starfield. So what do you do if you have a load of contraband or stolen items, but you can't get to a town to sell it? Well, you go to the Wolf system. It's very close to the Soul system. Now, it won't show its name until you hover over it, but you can find it by the vendor icon over the dot. In the Wolf system is the space station called the Den, and you can go there without being scanned, and inside is the Trade Authority, who will purchase all your stolen or contraband items. It is a great way to make credits in Starfield. But what if you have tons and tons of contraband and just have to get to a major city with your loot? Then you're going to need some shielded cargo containers, and the best place to get these are in the Primera system, and the planet is Primera 3, and the place is the Red Mile. Inside the Red Mile, you will want to go to the Ship Services, which is the first office on your right. He has all different kinds of unshielded and shielded cargo, so be careful and make sure you're buying the shielded cargo. Now, if you want the best results with the scanners, you're going to need to delete all your normal or unshielded cargo containers, and that will make you be left with the cargo that your cockpit carries, so the number should be very low. Then you buy your new shielded cargo containers. This vendor also has some special equipment to help mess up the scanners as well. Now, the other place to get shielded cargo is from the Crimson Fleet, but you have to join them before you can buy from them. That's why this place, the Red Mile, is the best and easiest place to get shielded cargo. The next tip is about leveling up faster in Starfield. First, remember to sleep often. This gives you an XP bonus for about an hour. And while you're here in the Pomora system, go to Pomora 2, and the place is Paradiso. Here you can buy Tranquility Tea. It's not the only place in the game, but probably the easiest one to find at this point. This, along with Alien Tea, are two of the ways to increase your XP. Just be sure and drink a Tranquility Tea right before you go into heavy combat, and you will notice the XP boost that it gives you. The next tip is super simple, but yet another thing Bethesda don't tell you. When you open up your inventory, go to your spacesuit, and notice at the bottom of the screen it says you can hide it where it is not needed. This way it will automatically not show when you're in the right environment. Also, go to your space helmet and you can do the same thing. The next tip is about your boost pack. This is one of the most important skills in the game. You will need to upgrade this skill fast. You can't even use the boost pack until you upgrade this skill for the first time. But you will want to upgrade this skill often because it is the main way that you will move around planets. And it sure helps a lot in combat as well. And as soon as you can, you will want to either upgrade or find a balanced boost pack, because this is, in my opinion, the best all-around pack. Well, there you go. There are the 13 tips that I wished I knew when I started Starfield. I sure hope these tips help you with your Starfield journey. Hey, before you get out of here, please leave this video a like and make a comment down below. And if it really helped you, go ahead and hype this video as well. All of those things help this video get out to more people, and it sure helps my small channel. And hey, if you love Bethesda and you're not subscribed yet, go ahead for all of the tips, lore, live streams, podcasts, and much, much more. I am the KingFanMan. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.